Hello, everyone, and good morning, and welcome to this wonderful, wild, and wacky Wow Wednesday. I am your host, Nancy Matthews, and I'm one of the founders of Women's Prosperity Network, and we're bringing you this midweek boost of motivation, education, and inspiration so that you maintain that positive mental attitude and that you continuously feel inspired about moving forward with your vision to move it into reality at whatever level you're at. So if you get, visions evolve over time and you achieve one vision and goal, and then you'll create another one. That is the nature of our being. Today we have with us Raksha Joshi, who is going to be sharing her power system to support you in having your vision, wherever that is right now, go from vision to reality. So I'll be bringing her on in just a moment. Before I do so, a couple of quick announcements about what's happening in the world of Women's Prosperity Network. And wow is what I'm going to say, because we are today on day 3 of a lead generation using AI and ChatGPT, a 3-day lead generation challenge that we launched Monday. So we did it Monday and Tuesday. Today's day 3. And then Saturday, we're going to get together and celebrate. And I'm going to kind of wrap it all up and give away some amazing prizes. So if you did not yet register to join us for this free, did I mention it's free? Like all this training, all these prompts, free. I know, Raksha, you've been a part of it. It's been a blast,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
it has been amazing. I'm learning. So I thought I was facile at ChatGPT, but oh my God, it just keeps on growing and growing.
Getting better. One of the things that I'm really enjoying about what we've been doing together is really staying dialed in to generating leads. Because ChatGPT and AI can do so much, but how about if we just have it make us money and save us time? Like just stay there for now, and then you can go play. But so we're really focused on this. So if you haven't joined us at all, go ahead and register now. You'll get the replays, you'll get all the prompts, and then you'll get the invitation to be with us on Saturday. And on Saturday, what we're going to do is, now that you've got the system to generate leads, and let me say, people are already adding to their database, creating connections, and setting appointments. It's already happening. Like, this is so cool. Anyway, Saturday, when we get together, what we're going to be doing is how to have conversations so that these leads actually convert to happy paying customers. And this is a vital part of the equation. So go to our website, womensprosperityNetwork.com. You'll see the information for the 3-day challenge. Join us, whether you can come today or definitely be there on Saturday. So it's going to be a blast. And this is all in alignment with our commitment to support you in making sure that 2023 ends strong so that you propel into 2024 feeling confident, grounded, on purpose, and focused. And the timing of bringing Raksha on is also well planned, because she loves to support business owners to propel forward whatever stage you're at. So welcome, Raksha.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nancy.
I am so happy you're here, and I'm grateful for the conversation we're about to have on how to go from vision to reality. And before I do, let me just have you all kind of sink in who is sharing this brilliance with you today. So Raksha Joshi has 30 plus years under her belt in the entrepreneurship arena, and she has facilitated programs in over, get this, 30 countries. 30 years, 30 countries, and she's with us today. I mean, come on, this is good stuff. She's taught on mindset and entrepreneurship, and she continues to expand her reach. She is a cheerleader for small businesses and supports motivated individuals to create harmonious and abundant lives. Her vision is to create communities of global entrepreneurs, and she champions organic and regenerative living and works on several projects in Latin America and Africa. She is extraordinary. She is my friend. I am so grateful you're here. Thank you, Raksha.
I'm so glad to be here, Nancy. And those countries now are 32. We
Oh,
have Bhutan online and we have Australia.
wow, fantastic. And congratulations, not just for all of your achievements, but for also being someone who continues to expand her vision and her reach and making a difference. You are one of my sheroes, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Likewise.
welcome.
Likewise.
Yeah, the Mutual Admiration Society, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about this because I would imagine everyone listening in has or has had some type of vision, and some of them came to being and some of them didn't. And I want to know, because I'm in that situation myself, I want to know how can we, step into your system, your power system, to have our visions become a reality.
So my power system is very simple, right? Power is for identifying what your purpose is. And we all talk about purpose. We really, is it our purpose or is it somebody else's purpose we saw and we took it on? So
Oh, good
really,
distinction.
yeah, it's to connect with yourself. And what I've learned is over my lifetime is when your heart and your head are in sync, that's your purpose.
Mm,
That's when things become really clear, right? And it's
yeah.
really about owning who you are. And you've seen me in this journey, Nancy. You've seen
Hmm.
me flounder a little bit to a point where you can't rock me anymore because I know who I am, right? And the other thing is really, we don't do this enough, but it's taking care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Making time to make sure that we're in the most amazing shape we can be in, so
Hmm.
we can make the difference that we want to make. And then the other one is now you just have to execute your plan. You know your purpose, you know who you are, and you're healthy. Now, what do you want to create?
Hmm.
And the last one is reflect upon the impact it's going to have, not just on you, but people that are impacted by your actions. It can be your family, your community, it could be the world. Who
All
else
right.
is being impacted?
So it sounds like you've already given us this headline of power. So it's to go from vision to reality. It is first to P, know your purpose.
Yes.
And then the letter O is to take care of ourselves. Did I get
Own
that
your
right?
identity.
Oh,
Own
okay.
your
I
identity.
want you to say these again, and I'm going to type them in the chat.
Okay. So P is really connecting with your purpose. What is it? Is it your purpose or is it somebody else's purpose?
Mhm.
Or is it a purpose that makes you look good? Because some
Oh,
people look on a
interesting.
purpose because it makes them look good, but it doesn't serve them.
Mhm.
O
Well,
is,
hold on. Don't
yeah,
go there yet. Because I want to dial into this. You bring up some really valid points about is it your purpose or is it somebody else's? And how do we know that distinction? And I'll use myself as an example. So coming up, as a young single mother working in a law firm, having entrepreneurial endeavors on the side, so I could feed my son. Like that's why I had a second job, so I could, get ahead. But I create my first business that I created was very successful right out of the gate. I had some struggles with it, but I went to $1 million in revenue in the first 2 years, so it was a fast rise. But I found myself in that space, like a millionaire in the bank account, but bankrupt in my spirit. So, like, I got to that point where I had to kind of chuck it all and start over. And I wish I didn't have to have done that, I guess. Yeah. And I mean, no regrets living, and I get all of that, but I'd love to save someone else that challenge if possible. So, how do we distinguish and really get to that place of knowing what our purpose is?
so that's what I mentioned earlier. that when your heart and your head are in sync,
Mm-hmm.
that's your purpose, right? If your heart is telling you go this way, but your head is telling you, no, no, make a left here, don't go right, make a left, you're not in sync.
Yeah. Well, what happened? I mean, that can be really challenging. Like for me, I was afraid to move in another direction because I didn't want to give up the financial security I had and the impact it would have on other people and all of that other stuff. And lots of people I talk to stay, in these golden handcuffs when your heart is calling for something else.
I can totally relate, been there,
Mm-hmm.
done it multiple times. And a lot of the times I did it because it's like you said, you had to put food on the table and have a roof over your head.
Yeah.
So we do struggle with that, but it's finding that balance of
Mm.
what it is. And it takes time, Nancy. You can't find your purpose overnight. You can't sit down and then just kind of try to meditate and find it overnight. It's not going to happen. And it doesn't happen because think about it. From the time you were born, everyone else has told you what you should be, what success looks like, what is
Mm.
expected of
True.
you. These are all things that are compounded. And you get to a point in life when none of that really matters and you're trying to find yourself. And you've seen me in this journey. You've seen
Mm-hmm.
me for the
Mm-hmm.
past 7 years floundering, right? So,
I wouldn't call it that, but that's okay.
but like I've really it's taken me that long to really find who am I? What
Mm-hmm.
am I?
Yeah.
While I was doing purposeful work,
And that's what I was about to say. Yes, you were doing purposeful work all the time. And I will say, in the last year or so, the
mhm,
difference of how you are owning your identity, which is the next piece of it,
yeah.
it's magnified. It shines through. I can see that.
So ask yourself these questions, and journaling is the best way.
Mm-hmm.
Write down what you feel because over time you're going to start realizing this is what you want. That this is what lights you up. And what lights me up, honestly, is the organic and regenerative living because you're giving everything back to Mother Earth.
Mm-hmm. Tell us more a little about that passion of yours.
It kind of grew when I started teaching classes in Africa. I've done
Mm-hmm.
these online, and there were a lot of farmers and stuff. And Africa is a country rich in natural minerals, but lacks financial funding
Mm-hmm.
and lacks what the Western world has, right? But the people are humble and they grow everything themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first, Kenya was the first country that stood up to Monsanto and said, no, we don't want your stuff. Take it back.
Really? Wow.
We will figure it out amongst us, but we don't want your seeds because your seeds don't have us flourish.
Mm-hmm. Right. The seeds are not
They don't
enriching and
regenerate.
nourishing to the right for the body. Yeah.
And we have 3 projects right now there where people are saving the seeds themselves, going completely organic and regenerative. So they're not throwing anything in the dumpster or anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
They are actually creating compost out of it.
Yeah.
And their soil is getting much better.
Which is a huge problem on our planet. Like we
Huge
need to
problem.
do a whole class of just about soil that I'm just learning about. Yes.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
depleted ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just nothing goes to waste. Nothing at all goes to waste. And there is a community in Kenya that has an experimental center that it's a farm and everything goes back into the earth.
Love it.
Even their fish farming and stuff is done in the same way,
Mm-hmm.
where everything goes back into the earth and it naturally produces the vitamins and the nutrients for the food. There's nothing that comes from chemicals.
So I'm going to tie this. to our listeners from vision to reality. And as I'm hearing you talk about these projects you're working on, and I see you light up as you talk about it, I'm just wondering, and I know what the likely answer is because I experienced that myself. When you started to really focus on what is my purpose, like, and you started being in that space while still doing purposeful work,
Mhm.
is right? Is that where the opportunity to get involved with this organic living, sustainable living came in? Like while you were in that space of exploration and creativity, is that, tell us how that,
Absolutely.
yeah, because there's a
Absolutely.
key here to what happens.
How that happened was I started off with a leadership class for youth in Latin America.
Mhm.
So we were
So
invited.
doing the thing that you did, that you're an expert at, that you
Yes,
enjoy doing, that's purposeful, right?
yes.
Good.
I love leadership. I love mindset work. That is what I was offering to the youth in Latin America. Through that, I met another person who works for the UN, who knows the person who owns Fair Treza, which is a farming community. It supports Latin American farmers export their foods over to Europe and all over the world. So I met the owner of that, and introduced me to some of the projects he's working on and stuff. And I got into it, and it was like, oh my goodness, if we could only do this all over the world, we would get rid of hunger.
Yeah.
We would get rid of the lack of nutrients in our food. We would be able to give back, and we could reverse climate change. So
Yeah.
he started doing that, and then I was approached by somebody to facilitate an entrepreneurship class in Ghana. And I started doing that online. That was during the COVID period.
Mm-hmm.
I started doing that, and there were farmers there that were growing breadfruit and things. Breadfruit, I don't know if anybody knows, but it's like, what do you say? I don't even have the word for it. It's like a miracle crop that you can make anything out of it, and it's high in nutrients.
Wow, I didn't know about that.
And it takes least amount of water to grow.
Perfect.
Right?
So breadfruit.
So it happened in Ghana. I was invited to an entrepreneurship conference there from a mutual friend of ours. I went to that, and there was a gentleman speaking about regenerative farming that he does in Australia
Mm-hmm.
and how he's expanding that to Kenya. So I got invited to offer classes in Kenya.
Fantastic.
And that led to like 25 other countries within the continent of Africa.
Mhm. Now, so give me 1 second because I want everybody to really listen in. If 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 you may be living your purpose, living your vision 100% and fully, and because you're still on this planet and you're listening into this call or watching the replay, whatever that is, there's a next level of evolution for you. And as you're hearing Raksha, oh, so a mutual friend, Australia, mutual friend, then I got invited here, so she's taking her giftedness in teaching entrepreneurship and leadership and mindset and all of those things and applying it to areas where she can make a huge difference in the world. So it's not that she's dumping everything to start something brand new. She's applying her existing skill set in this beautiful new way. And that's what is available for all of us, right?
And that's the thing, like, right? So I've always, and I think you know this about me, I've always asked myself the question, what am I really here to do?
Mm.
And I
Hmm.
still ask myself that question when I'm praying or when I'm meditating. That is always my question to the universe is what am I here to do?
Hmm.
Because we're all here to do something,
Yeah.
right? Um, and I keep on meeting people that are in this field of organic farming and regenerative living, and I keep on connecting with these people. So while I am doing the mindset work and the entrepreneurship classes and leadership classes, these farmers can use it too. So I just tweak it so that it's applicable to them and their needs. So now it's introducing me to other people that are in the same field, and I'm getting
Mm,
requests to teach
so
more
good.
people. So
And
yeah, even I'm not a farmer. I have no idea how crops work, right? But I can give them the skill sets of networking. I can give them the skill sets to create contracts. Who can they partner with to
mhm,
expand?
all important pieces. And um, I would suspect all of this additional service you're providing is increasing your income.
Absolutely.
Right? Like that's the beautiful thing. And make no mistake about it, my friends, just because the company is designated as a not for profit, they still have budgets to pay for things.
Absolutely.
So keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So how do you go from vision to reality and have it continue to expand? So your purpose, own your identity is the next piece.
Yes, own your identity. Be confident in who you are. Don't
Mhm.
let somebody tell you who you are. You stand up and say, no, this is who I am, right? Take care of your well-being, honestly, because if you can't do things physically, it's going to hold you back. And when you take care of yourself, your own well-being, you're now able to have the energy to do whatever you want to do. I get so passionate when I'm in these projects. I could be working for 16 hours and not get tired because they fuel me,
Mm-hmm. Now,
right?
so let's talk about this because we all know I'm supposed to take care of myself. Like this is nothing new. I love my work. I'm passionate about it. I can be in it for 16 hours. And I have a family and I have grandchildren and I have food shopping to do. And like, how do we really create the space for that? Do you have some tips for us?
So my well-being journey started, I wasn't the healthiest person, and I'm still not the healthiest person. But where my journey started is removing anything that was created with chemicals out of my diet,
Mm, mm,
removing it from my home.
yeah.
What I eat is organic.
And
And
so
sometimes you can't afford it. I get it,
mhm.
but you go as organic as you can.
And I love this tip for well-being because it really does not involve additional time.
No.
It's a little bit more attention. And like I notice the difference when I use organic products as opposed to, non-organic. I can taste the difference. So first step in well-being, go organic where you can. And for me, removing toxins from my environment. So I seek to use as many toxin-free um, products. Like I switched to using those dryer sheets instead of, I don't know, not dryer sheets, washing sheets.
Yes,
So
I
that
do
are
the same thing.
yeah, so non-top. Plus, they don't hurt the environment with the big plastic bottles. Like there's little things we can do to make a big difference. And let me give a plug for this company. There's two companies I call for these things just off the side. So one is called Mighty Nest, and they have great sustainable, organic, good for the environment products. And the other is Earth Wash, and that's where I'm getting my detergent and um, toilet bowl stuff. So anyway, just a little bit.
No, I totally get it. And that's one of the reasons. I mean, I was not a network marketer, but I came across this company. It's based out of Plantation, and they have natural products, which I've started taking. And since I've started taking that, I've noticed that I'm no longer pre-diabetic. My
What
blood
product
pressure
is
is under
this?
control. It's a Avini Health, and I use their Z Light and
Uh-huh.
use their Nano Silver. And both of these products are completely natural,
Love it.
right? So I've been taking it, and it is like for me, physically, it has become a lifesaver. The
Wow.
other thing I've started doing is I've replaced all my cleaning products with baking soda and vinegar.
Wow. So
I'm
simple. And cheaper.
So much cheaper.
So we're getting a little bit off topic on going from vision
Mhm.
to reality, and it's in this under this piece of well-being. And
Yes.
this
It
is
doesn't
the
cost you anything extra.
right, and this is the well, if you think about it this way, your well-being, it's the well from which everything else will flow.
Yes.
So let's take care of this. And I don't know if anybody ever said that before, but I'm going to use it again. Anyway, um, purpose, own your identity, well-being. What's the letter E in power?
Execute your plan. Now,
X.
yeah, since ever since we've met, I am a big planner and I want to write it all down. When
Yeah.
it's written down, it's my GPS to take me where I need to go, right? So you know exactly where you're going and you make them small bites, it's like eating an elephant. You take one bite at a time. But when your plan is down and you stick to it, yes, you're going to change it a little bit.
Mhm.
When
Well, you got to go with what happens, but keep the vision.
Yes, keep the vision. You don't know what road's going to take you. There could be a detour that will
Mhm.
still end up there.
Well, did you plan on Australia?
No, I did not.
So, okay, we revise our plan to make way for the new. And the
All
right?
I said to the universe was, I want to go global in 2023.
Yeah. Whew, and boy, did you.
And the universe sent it to me.
Yeah.
Now, have I traveled to all these countries? No. I was supposed to go to Africa last summer and the wars broke out and stuff. And no, I didn't go.
Hmm. You
But
still know.
thanks to Zoom,
Exactly.
I have traveled everywhere.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, so execute your plan. And I know that because you are so passionate about this and showing entrepreneurs how to do it, as well as like it's important, my friends. I think I've heard the phrase, it's only a dream until you write it down, then it becomes a goal and you can create a plan around it. So we've got to take this vision and put it in, ink and or type it out or whatever it is. And it's not to restrict you or restrict the universe, but it's to get the wheels in motion because it's when we're in action that more opportunities come.
Absolutely.
Yeah, tell everyone, we'll get to the letter R in a moment, but I know you have an event, a workshop that you're doing on December 9th. And so
Yes.
tell everybody about that. I'll grab the link while you talk about it.
So the event on December 9th is called Propel 2024. And I am gathering a group of experts in the entrepreneurship world who are going to share their knowledge with the attendees. And along the way, I'm going to share my knowledge as well. But this is really to get that plan down. Everybody says create your first quarter or your second quarter and put your targets down of how much you want to earn and stuff. But the fact is, how are we going to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Are we writing it down somewhere? Because trust me, I've been at Nancy's workshops. I write stuff down, and
Yeah.
there are times that I would not even look at that again. So what we're doing is we're incorporating it and marrying it together and saying, keep this alive.
Yeah.
Now,
Agreed.
everybody knows that I'm a digital nomad. Everything I have is on my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
But having a binder with your targets, your goals, how you're going to get there, opening that up physically.
I've got mine right here. I keep it right next to me.
I, I have mine right
We are sisters.
here
Yeah.
too. Um,
And let me just say, everyone, this is what success looks like, right?
yes,
It looks like you write out the plan, you revise it, you keep it in front of your face. You don't say, oh, wish, 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 park it away. Okay. We got to do the work.
we have to do the work. So I believe in the vision boardings. I believe in
Mm-hmm.
journaling, all of
All
that.
part of it.
But it has to be in front of me. I have to be able to touch it. And I keep a binder because I can throw that binder in my suitcase and take it
Yeah.
with me everywhere I go,
Yeah.
right? It's very important to make sure that you're doing those baby steps every single day. You can't come to the last week of March and say, oh my God, I've got 7 days and I have to speak at so many events. And I said I would have X amount of clients. It doesn't work that way. Every day you have to make those phone calls. And WPN has been a big hand behind me to say every day, set a time. You have to do this. You have to do this.
I love that you said a hand instead of a boot in the in the bottom.
No, it's always that guiding hand. You know
Okay,
this. You
good.
know the saying that goes behind every successful man is a woman.
Yeah,
So I say behind every successful woman is another woman.
yeah. That's what our
Just
community does. Yeah, for sure.
gently nudging us along to do. And that's what Propel 24 is all about. It is let us see where you are now, where you want to get by December, and let us support you to get there.
Love it.
Let us create that vision, that written plan. And when you attend the event, you actually will walk away with a plan. You will know where you want to go and how you're going to do it.
Beautiful.
So that is the whole thing.
So I put the link in the chat. I will say it out loud for everybody that's here with us on the phone. So you're going to go to Propel, Propel,
Mhm.
2024, Propel 2024 dot eventbrite.com. And they spell bright, Brite, if you didn't know. So go to propel24.eventbrite.com and grab your ticket. This is a 4-hour conference, I believe you said.
Yes,
So four
it is.
hours
It's
and
a 4 hour starts from 12 to 4 p.m.
Eastern.
Eastern.
And then how much is it?
Well, right now I'm offering a deal of buy one, get one. It's $15, but you have the option of just buying for yourself as an individual, or you can buy two and gift one to another, but for the same price.
All for $15.
All for $15.
Thank you for your generosity and support. Get your tickets, right? So this is happening December 9th, which is a week after our level up, and it's perfectly timed. We might have planned to this a little bit. I don't know. Because we believe in each other so well, so much, and that's co-opetition and collaboration, right? So go to propel2024.eventbrite.com, grab your ticket, and we left you hanging. So we have to take your vision from vision to reality using your power, know your purpose, own your identity, focus on your well-being, execute your plan, and R is?
R is all about reflecting, reviewing, and restructuring if needed. Because this is constant. This power system, Nancy, is a full circle.
Right. It's not, you don't just do it once.
Yeah, it's not
Right.
done and forgotten.
Yeah.
It's continuous, right? You're going to keep on rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And that's the way you're going to achieve the results that you want to achieve in 2024.
I love it. So
And
use your power, my friends.
absolutely, you all have a power. It's hidden sometimes, but it's there. And I know that we spoke about how my journey went. And one thing I've realized is when we speak those words out, especially when we speak those words out in community, there is somebody who knows somebody that can connect you to somebody that can get you to where you need to go.
Yeah.
Right? It's like going down the turnpike and hitting Palm Beach, hitting Port St. Lucie, Fort Durham. You just don't know where you're going to get off to get that cup of coffee.
Yeah.
But it's going to show
the way
up.
that I talk about it, it's so true. And that's how your vision and purpose has been expanding as you show up and serve here, and then you have a conversation and they share it and it grows here. Like the way I speak about that as it pertains to vision and the universe, right, is to become a television and tell everyone about your vision so that the ones that you're meant to that know someone or know the connection at the next level, like we can't keep these things a secret. right? It's
Yeah.
about sharing and expanding.
That's how we were made. We were made in a community. And
Correct.
women are the best community creators.
Yes. Yes,
You
we
know,
are.
we're not hunters and gatherers. We're the community people.
Yep.
So
Yep. Yes.
share, 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 and
Share,
come to
share,
the
share.
event.
Yeah, come to the event. Register at propel2024.eventbrite.com. And I want to give everyone the opportunity to ask questions, share insights. So if you're with us on Zoom, you can hit *6 if you're on your phone, and you'll be able to share. If you're on the computer, please raise your hand. We'd love to hear from you. And maybe even if it's just to share what your vision is.
Mhm.
Raksha just said that it's about being in community and sharing your vision, because you never know who's going to know someone to support it along the way. So it's a beautiful thing. So if you're here with us on Zoom, either hit *6 if you're on your phone, if you're on, or raise your hand if you're on your computer. And then if you're with us on Facebook, just go ahead and put your question or comment in the stream thread there, and I will go ahead and bring it to our friend Raksha. So first hand up I see is Carol Frankham.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Carol. Good morning.
Good morning. You know what? I am thrilled to have been here to see this morning. And I'm not quite sure how to say how much I'm thrilled. I particularly love the reflect, review, and restructure. I know that's not what your center was, but for me, it means so much because it's one of those things that I need to do. So while I was listening to every single word you said, I love absolutely everything. Sometimes there's a piece that you don't expect to be a marvel, but that's what we have, or that's what I have. So thank you very, very much.
Beautiful. You are most welcome, Carol. And I love that you're here knowing a little bit about your journey and where you're at. And what I would say is my experience of you is you're very much in that phase of you know what you like, you can feel what your purpose is in your heart. I know you feel that. And what you're now doing is formulating, how do I bring this to be of the highest service, which we call in a business, right? So it's stay in the process, stay in the zone. And if you can get with Raksha and go to that event, I think it would be highly beneficial for you.
It definitely will. This is the whole reason we are all in this place, including myself and Nancy. Even though we've been doing this, there is another level it's like you never reach the mountain. When you're in entrepreneurship, you never reach the summit. You're always climbing.
Which is why we've got to enjoy the climb.
Exactly. So come to the event,
yeah,
network with other like-minded people, and you will find something for yourself. That much I can guarantee, that you will walk away with something that will move your game forward.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much.
Sending you lots of love, Carol. Thanks for being with us today. Awesome. All right, let's next go to LaDonna. Good morning, LaDonna.
Good morning, ladies. This has been wonderful. I'm blown away because I've never, okay, number one, I live my life by the journey. Life is a journey.
Yeah.
It's all about how you participate in that journey, what you make of it. So that really connected with me. I love that. And the other thing is, I utilize my expertise all the time helping others. I'm always there to help.
Yes, you are. And you have a beautiful spirit for sure.
Thank you.
We're new friends.
Yes. And I never thought about reaching out and helping the way that you do, Raksha. I mean, in the other countries and teaching them is just phenomenal. I want to do that. I want to do that.
Okay, let's have a conversation.
You make me
Make
want
it
to do that.
happen.
Yes.
Well, think about it. I never started off with that vision either. All I said to somebody was, I would love to go global. I had no idea how I was going to go global. But the universe knew my passion. The universe knew what my purpose is. And it started throwing people that were on the same journey in my path. So now that you've set it out, LaDonna, what you want to do, and you want to go out to the world and stuff, well, just wait, because people are going to start coming in touch with you, and they're going to ask you to do things. I promise you that.
It's just, it warms your heart when you can help. It just, for me, it just warms my heart. It tickles my heart when I can help another. And to help a country like you do is phenomenal. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful. So good. I love it. And LaDonna, hear her words. You've spoken it into existence. The opportunities you're going to go, oh, would you look at that? Right.
I'm saying, just say it out loud. That's what I kept on doing, was I would just say it. And that honestly was the catalyst for where I am today and what I'm doing.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, so good. All right. Thank you. Thank you, LaDonna. Let's go next to Mary Jane Charles. Good morning, Mary Jane.
Good morning, Nancy. Thank you for being here, Raksha. I have to tell you, I almost didn't come. I was like, oh, I've got good stuff, but luck. And I thought, no, I'm going. So here I am, and I was listening and putzing and listening. Bottom line, I'm thrilled to have come. Yes, I used binders. That was a bonding element right there. Like, oh, someone else uses binders. It's critical to me to see where I don't remember what I had for dinner last night. So I absolutely have to refer to the things that mean the most. So thank you for that. The other thing, I wrote it down, the reflect, review, and restructure. I know where I am. And this morning while I was tidying, I thought of a new moniker. And is it okay to share here, Nance?
Go ahead. Thank you.
I was like, well, somebody last week, a young woman said, what do you do? And I was like, I don't know.
All right. What do you got now?
The caregiver's caregiver.
Nice.
To tell them, just, calm down, take care of thyself. You can't take care of anybody else till you take care of you, which we all know. We limp along and we shuffle the pancakes and everything else, but we're a basket case at the end of the day. Many times, I'm not there now, but I have been, and it's not a delightful place. And much like Last Wishes, it's correctable, and it's all in our little heads, and etc. But anyway, the caregiver's caregiver bubbled up for 2024. So that's a restructure or an expansion of the Last Wishes, because I've been including that. So I want to thank you extraordinarily. So, and that's it. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. If this is what you got out in 30 minutes, come to the event. You'll get a lot more out of it. I promise.
Okay, I've got it down. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. So good. Happy for you, Mary Jane. And again, if you have a question or comment, something you want to share, raise your hand if you're on Zoom, put your comment in the chat, on the thread on Facebook, and we will continue on. And grab your ticket, December 9th, 12 to 4 p.m. Eastern. You will go to propel2024.eventbrite.com. All right, next up, Olivia Jones. Good morning, Olivia.
Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Raksha. It's a Wild Wednesday. Yay!
Aptly named, right, the show?
I'm excited. Just wow. I just have to go back and repeat, because like that was something that stuck with me, rinse, repeat. And like I feel like I've reclaimed my power because it's like purpose, own your identity, um, focus on well-being, executing your plan, and then reflecting, reviewing, and restructuring. Oh my goodness, it's like power, Olivia. Walk in it, walk in it. I did a Barbie statement, and I just want to put it in the atmosphere that says that I want to impact and influence women to create and design the life of their dreams. And this has been a powerful moment for me as I contemplate like all of these steps, knowing my purpose, being able to create my identity. There's a quote that says, life is not about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself.
Oh, I like
And I
that.
feel
Yeah.
like, yeah, me too. It really resonates. And I feel like I'm at this new crossroad and ready to walk into this great new beginning. And although my journey hasn't been all that I want it to be, I recognize that entrepreneurship is a journey. And I love being affiliated with women of excellence. And so today has been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Raksha, look at the difference you keep making. Isn't it beautiful?
That's what I want to do. Like LaDonna
Right?
said, she wants to make a difference. I am on the same journey as her. I want to make a difference too.
We all do.
So
We all
this
do.
is where we start collaborating
Mm-hmm.
because we don't have all the answers, right? But together we do have them.
Right. It's something like, let's see, we may not have it all together,
Yeah, I've heard somebody say that.
but together we have it all.
We do. We totally have it together. And the thing is, think about it, we get to contribute to each other. I mean, look at the contribution you and Trish and Susan make, right? And we can reflect that right back at you guys. So this is an amazing journey. This life has been amazing. 2023 has been a wonderful year for me. I've really stood in my identity. And doors are opening up, and I'm not going to let them close. I'm no longer looking for an excuse to stay at home. I'm looking for an excuse to get out.
I love it. I love it. Well, my friends, don't you want to spend more time with Raksha? I know I do. So go ahead, grab your ticket for propel2024.eventbrite.com, December 9th. Give yourself the gift of really stepping into your power in a new way so that 2024 delivers everything you truly desire. It's beautiful. Let me check in. I think we are clear with callers. Anyone else, if you have something you want to ask or add, now is the time before we wrap up today's Wow Wednesday. All right, I think we are complete. Thank you, Raksha. I love you, I honor you, and I appreciate you so, so much. So thank you for being who you are and being such a valuable contribution to our community.
Right back at you, Nancy. This was an amazing thing for me. I couldn't have thought of a better way to start my Wednesday morning.
Yes, yes, yes. And join us this afternoon as well for the 3-day. We're on day 3 of the Lead Generation Challenge. So just go to womensprosperinetwork.com and you'll see it on the calendar. You'll see a banner there. Join us. We want you to get more leads so that you can reach more people and make even bigger difference in their lives. And oh, by the way, you'll make really good money too, because that's part of it, right? It's not mute. It all works together, giving, receiving, serving. Oh, so good. All right, everyone, get out there, make it a wow day, and let's show Raksha some love. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, ladies.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day. We'll see you this afternoon.
Cool.